You know, usually when we look at the entry-level market, that sub 300,000 price point,
Mhm.
you're always forced to make a
It's
choice.
always a trade-off, yeah.
You either get a decent house, but you're in a total fishbowl, or you get some privacy, but the place is, well, a wreck.
Convenience versus privacy. That's the classic dilemma.
But today, we're doing a deep dive on a listing that seems to, I don't know, kind of hack that whole equation. It balances that established community feel with a surprising amount of seclusion.
That's an interesting one.
And just so everyone knows, this listing is presented by agent Liana Walker of Epique Realty.
Right, and for anyone wanting to find it, the address is 104 South Mockingbird Circle. That's Cedar Creek, Texas, 78612.
Okay, so here's our mission. We need to figure out how a house built back in 2001, listed at 280, manages to be bright and beautifully refreshed.
Especially at just over 1,200 square feet. It's not a huge footprint.
Exactly.
No, it's compact, but that's where the design itself does some heavy lifting. The square footage can be a bit misleading.
How so?
Well, the design relies on vertical space. You've got vaulted ceilings.
Which can feel like a bit of a builder's trick, right? Like you're buying air instead of floor space.
It can be, but here it really works.
Hmm.
Psychologically, high ceilings and those expansive windows, they just stop a smaller footprint from feeling like a box.
It creates volume.
It creates volume. Exactly. The light hits differently, and it connects the living and dining areas so the whole place feels like one cohesive space, not just a bunch of small, separate rooms.
I noticed that vibe in the kitchen notes. Usually in a home from this era, you kind of expect cheap particle board cabinets.
Oh, yeah.
But the listing specifically calls out exquisite real wood cabinetry.
And that is a huge detail. Real wood in a 2001 build, that means it was built to last. It's not the laminate that starts peeling after 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And with the updated lighting and countertops, it suggests the home was actually cared for, not just patched up for a sale.
It also seems really practical. You've got the utility room right off the garage, which is great for keeping laundry noise down, and that split bedroom layout.
The primary suite feels really separate.
Yeah, with the soaking tub and everything, it feels like its own little retreat.
It's all very efficient. But if we're being honest, the interior is really just the baseline here.
Okay.
The real story, the thing that makes this property worth a deep dive, is what's happening outside.
I was waiting to get to this because I read backyard and I'm thinking, grass, a fence. I did not expect a whole homestead starter pack.
It's a total lifestyle pivot, isn't it? We aren't just talking about a lawn.
No.
You've got a beautiful chicken coop, raised garden beds, a garden shed, and mature trees.
Lime and olive trees. Olive trees in Texas. That takes some serious patience.
It does. It signals that someone has already put in the work. This isn't just outdoor space. It's basically infrastructure. But there's a hidden asset here that's worth more than all of that.
The veer.
The lack of a neighbor. The property backs directly onto a greenbelt,
Uh,
and there is no planned construction behind you.
that is the unicorn feature at $280,000. It just doesn't happen.
Precisely. In most new subdivisions, your view is just the siding of the house 10 feet away from your window. Here, you get this natural, quiet buffer.
The listing mentions watching sunrises and sunsets from the windows.
And that's only possible because you have that open space. It completely changes the value proposition. You're not just paying for a fence, you're paying for actual distance and quiet.
It turns the backyard into a true extension of the living room.
It's that quiet comfort. It's really hard to put a price tag on that.
So to bring it all together, 104 South Mockingbird Circle. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath with a very efficient footprint.
Mm-hmm.
But you're essentially trading that McMansion square footage for volume, for real materials, and for a backyard that's ready for production, not just for mowing.
It's a home for a producer, not just a consumer.
That is a perfect way to put it. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with today. We so often look at homes as just a place to store stuff, right? But are you ready for a home that actually asks something of you? A home that invites you to tend a garden, to collect fresh eggs, and to actually slow down enough to watch the sky paint itself over that green belt? It's a shift in your whole mindset, not just your zip code.